Lunatic Sidekicks brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off free shipping and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to Vacation the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
I'm here for Peter. Mark my words!
Oh, so much fun.
Mark my words.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that crazy lunatic herself.
Hey, don't call me sidekick. It's Lilith Hellfire.
Our little doodle bug, which will make more sense later. Anyway, we have not one, not two, but three Peter issues for you tonight.
I'm here for Peter.
And also 3 pieces of feedback from our good friend from Australia, Ray, from Midnight Podcast. Who may be christened with a new nickname soon. So, Ray, I know you're listening to this. Anyway. So, yes, tonight we are discussing Amazing Spider-Man 255, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 93, and Marvel Team-Up 144, all from August 1984.
Yikes.
What? Lilith Hellfire. Lilith's like, I wasn't around. How good could it have been?
Actually, comics were a lot better. Like I said, I'm a golden age, silver age kind of person. Like I really hate bronze/modern age comics. It's they don't do it from the heart anymore. They do it for the cash. And it's like if you do it from the heart, then the cash will follow. It might take a little. That catalog will be better.
Yeah, that's right.
Spend this.
Anyway.
It wasn't me this time. I'm trying to be nice to him. I might get a job at DC soon.
You were still breathing, so I assumed you were okay.
Anyway. Yes, so we'll stop in between each issue to drop Ray's feedback in. So he felt bad. His last Quantum Zone feedback didn't go through, so I'm guessing he was feeling.
Oh. What did you boys do without the feedback?
We're like, come on, Ray, no feedback. And then later he's just like, the Wi-Fi, something. He's having technical thing.
Damn possums or whatever they have down there.
Kangaroos. I hope you ate
Platypus.
it. It was a kangaroo. I hope you ate it, Ray. So should we get to these issues?
Yes,
Let's. All right. So the first one up. Another Ron Friends issue. So we'll have feedback from Ron Friends at the end of the episode. Also, nice. Amazing Spider-Man.
And if you would like to hear the complete interview, please do check out our YouTube channel.
That's right. Good job, Lilith Hellfire. Look at you dropping them drops. Not the drops, the plugs, the shameless plugs.
Phil makes it look so easy.
I know. Anyway, so yes, Amazing Spider-Man 255. Even a ghost can fear the night. Because we get not only the Red Ghost and his super apes, but I believe the first appearance of the Black Fox.
Ooh. And if you like, sure to check out Black Cat. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think he shows up.
Yes, he's now appearing in Black Cat. Yes, as our mentor.
I love that there's so many foxes. There's the silver fox, like that whole thing, and just have to make sure.
The silver fox. Let's leave your dating life out of this, Lilith Hellfire.
No comment.
Oh. Anyway, so yes, the issue opens up with a black-clad figure breaking into an apartment.
As you do. Especially in a Spider-Man book.
Well, at this point, it's like, oh, Spider-Man's in a black costume. Could this be Spider-Man? Could he have gotten sick of being a hero and turned to a life of crime the way Jameson always said he would?
The way he was going before Uncle Ben got shot.
Oh, yeah. But then you see the face, and it's like, who's this old man? Who's this man with the Charlie Esser-like mustache?
Oh, the recap's pretty cool, though. So,
what?
I like the little recap. It was cute.
Yes. Yes, this guy's looking for the big score to subsidize his retirement, but then a vase turns into a ape.
What? That was my first thought. That's not how I need it works. I'm sorry to tell them that.
But then a second one comes out and uses his power to propel the intruder back into the arms of a third gorilla. And then a man rises from the...
It's just bananas!
Oh, jeez. Oh, but then the man looks and sees another figure pop coming up from the floor and thinks, I must be going mad, insane.
Well, you still live in New York City despite everything that's going on, so yeah, probably.
In the Marvel Universe, I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yes. But meanwhile, at that exact moment at 410 Chelsea Street.
Seinfeld wishes his apartment was that nice.
Yeah, right. But what's the point of having an alien costume if you have to wash it?
Venom just wanted to be touched, man.
Whoa.
Loving caresses.
Whoa. Oh, and I love this. Back in the days of continuity, because Peter's thinking about, I can't believe how all this...
Yeah, Captain Marvel and Star Fox just had a lot of fun, gee golly.
Ah! Marvel Team Up 142 and 143.
Thank you, Danny.
And so after Peter hangs up his new costume to dry, he goes to get something to eat, and he's talking about, hey, I have so much to learn about this weird costume that I picked up in, the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. You know we're getting a plug every issue till he gets rid of the suit, right, Lil?
I know. That's my take a shot for this podcast. You're welcome, future Lilith.
So he's like, oh, all my bread's moldy, forget eating. Forget eating. And oh yeah, I'm so tired, but I really should be out looking for that battle van that Jack-o'-lantern stole.
Oh well.
Last issue. Oh well. So Peter falls asleep in the suit.
Like instantly, he's done.
Well, he's tired for.
And then that costume starts creeping.
Yep.
I wish my laundry took itself off the clothesline or out of the dryer. That would be awesome.
Hope you get stuff done while you're sleeping. Oh. So back at the monkey house, the Black Fox is like, "What is this? Who are you?" And
they pour themselves a drink. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Vladimir Putin's like, I am the Red Ghost, and these are my super apes.
No. My favorite thing in the whole book. Behold, the comic sizer! And I'm like, oh, shut up. Shut up.
Behold, the Cosmicizer, the plot device.
Yeah. The MacGuffin! Welcome to the plot, son.
That will boost my powers, but I can't leave. I'm afraid to leave this apartment, even though I can turn intangible and nothing can touch me.
Agoraphobia is a thing. Agoraphobics, you get your representation. Congratulations.
He's like, don't you understand? My enemies are out there waiting for me. The Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Spider-Man.
I mean, if you get Spider-Man's way, you don't got to worry about him.
I was going to say, the dude came and get bread.
He lets him. It's just Attack on Christmas. He lets guys get away on Christmas. That's his thing.
True. Yeah, just attack on Christmas. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Gobble, gobble.
Yuletide? So, yeah, they're like, we need to steal something. It's like, duh.
You will obey me or you will die. No, it isn't Lilith's last date. And then, hey, look, the next day, Peter wakes up.
Mrs. Muggins! Oh, she's at it again because she wants her rent.
That's right.
I'm here for Peter. Wait a minute. It's 7 p.m. I slept all night.
And she's like, why are you sleeping all day? You need to be out making money. And he's like, don't worry, I got a big check from the Bugle. I'll pay you as soon as...
That hand is strong. Get it, Miss Muggins. Get it, Mrs. Muggins. We know what happened to Mr. Muggins now.
Oh no, we'll see Mr. Muggins. I believe it's in November. In November, Lilith, what comes in November?
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble month.
Gobble, gobble.
Nice. So Peter says, "Don't worry, I got a big. It's just deposited a Bugle check in the bank. I'll pay you as soon as it clears." Do you remember when he got it? Remember in last episode in Spectacular 92? He's like, I can't get my money out yet.
Well, he tries to call his Aunt May again to smooth things over, but Nathan's like, nah, son. Nah.
Man, Peter, how dare you call this late? It's 7 p.m. We've been in bed for like an hour already. Come on.
We've had dinner. We've washed the dishes. We've had our after dinner smoking coffee. If you know what I'm saying.
You night owls.
So, what's poor Peter Parker to do? He's going to swing across the city.
All right. Okay. Ron, what were you doing here? Look at this panel. Doesn't it look like he's putting on like a regular costume? Like, doesn't it just flow over him?
It does what it wants, okay?
Whatever. I do what I want.
Exactly. You will respect Venom's authority.
But he's swinging around town thinking, boy, I wish I could wake up. I wonder what the Black Cat's doing tonight.
Because, they just had that battle with the Blob.
Oh, yeah.
Danny.
In Spec 91. I really got to tell her that Joe Robertson loved this picture she took. Even though she'll get none of the credit or the money.
Thank God she's a thief.
True. But then
So we're still looking for this stupid battle van for reasons, I guess.
Well, if the Hobgoblin's alive, which he isn't even sure of, it might lead him to the Hobgoblin.
That's not good. That's not good logic.
It's like, well, it's Peter, but it's 1984. It's all. It's 1984. It's all about the Hobgoblin.
Gobble, gobble.
I know. Gobble, gobble. Be sure to save that one for November.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it'll be here every time now. Yes. But a mere 15 blocks away, the Black Fox and the Super Apes are robbing a jewelry store for the cash. Cosmic Eyes.
New York is too small. Get out of town, man.
What?
The thing, New York is too small for quote unquote costumed villains to just, like you can't throw a stone without running into a superhero in the Marvel universe in New York. Like just go somewhere else. Go to Iowa.
Exactly. If the Red Ghost is so afraid, just go somewhere else. But so yeah, while the Black Fox is trying to pick the lock, the Super Apes just like rip the door off and smash their way in, and
go off real smooth, X-Lax, real smooth.
Because the Black Fox is like, no wonder the Ghost needs a human agent. The apes are highly intelligent, and respond well to orders, but they can't think for themselves.
Bubbles would like to have a word with you. Coco would like to have a word with you.
Mojo Jojo.
Yes.
So, the cops are showing up, so he sends out...
They get to the good stuff.
We could sift through the crap later.
He blinds the apes with a flash bomb and gets the hell out of there.
After the one trashes the cops when they show up. Yeah.
So, of course, commotion's gonna attract... Dun, dun, dun! Spider-Man!
Well, yeah, because Spider-Man's like, oh, where are all those cop cars going? I can always find the battle van later. There's a spider tracer on it, and no one will ever find that.
Yeah, because it's the 80s, and that tracer is ginormous.
One, two, he's like, oh, maybe this is a chance for more pictures, because king of the selfies.
In retrospect, I don't know, man. He might just be a menace. Well, the closer you get to J. Jonah Jameson's point of view. That's what I'm going to try.
Okay, Charlie. So yeah, the Fox is running down alleys, hopping over fences, and he comes face to face with the Super Apes who attack him.
I thought he was going to retire. They pull him back in.
Oh. Just when he thought he made a clean getaway. Ugh, freaking monkey business.
The Matt Kona button. Love to hear it.
Matt Kona button, yes. So yes, as the apes go to attack Black Fox, Spider-Man shows up.
And they actually get tricked into destroying the damn MacGuffin or whatever, so...
Oh, yeah, because they retreat when Spider-Man shows up, and then I guess Spider-Man follows them back to the Red Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're fighting. I guess the Red Ghost has a huge lab in this apartment somehow.
Yeah. I told you it's my favorite freaking panel. Ridiculous. You thought you're having a skylight in that trashy apartment was ridiculous.
I mean, it's crazy because it's like, the Red Ghost is sending
the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. Come on.
And he's sending the Super Apes out to rob jewelry stores, and meanwhile he's got a Reed Richards sized lab.
He couldn't figure out the pimple cream.
Yeah, so he's battling the Super Apes because the Red Ghost is going all intangible on him.
What else could go wrong? Never asked that question.
Shapeshifter Monkey turns into a snake and starts trying to crush him, so he has to spank.
Now that's the real nightmare fuel of this whole issue, to be honest.
So he's got to spank the monkey. So yeah.
Snake.
Yes. So yeah, like Lil said, he's bouncing around and he tricks the super strong ape into destroying the cosmic geyser.
So you shouldn't work with children or animals.
True.
Wait, that's for sure.
But yeah, then the cops show up.
He's like, where the hell did Red Ghost get to?
In the floor.
But of course, at that very moment, across town in a warehouse.
Yes, because ha ha ha. Oh, I'm sorry. Because someone found
He
that.
discovered the tracer on the vehicle.
A shadowy figure.
The unknown individual.
Someone in a dockside warehouse says, when's the last time, where's the last place we saw the hobgoblin before he took off in that battle van? Hey, a dockside warehouse.
Yeah, but it's New York. There's plenty of them. But they all have them. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
So yes, the mysterious figure destroys the spider tracer.
And he makes a vow. The next time he sees that damn wall crawler, he's destroying him once and for all, as they all say.
Wow. It's like Lilith Sanger.
I know, right?
I know.
I told you, any given day, I'm on the fence of being a villain or an anti-hero. Don't push me, humanity. Don't push me.
I know. All right, so I'm pulling up Ray's first feedback for this issue. There we go. So yes, Amazing Spider-Man 255. Great feedback. Let's see what Gobble Gobble has to say for himself.
Hey, Lilith and Phil, this is Ray. Just gonna send in my thoughts for one of the issues that you guys are going to review first off, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man 255. Now, first off the bat, I just want to say I think I want to see the Red Ghost in the MCU with his monkeys. This was really a fun issue. I love seeing these gorillas. They're really super powered. I mean, you got basically a simian Magneto. You've got a gorilla-ish Hulk, and you've got this cool shapeshifter like a Skrull Gibbon. But anyway, no, this is very cool. It was just story Tom DeFalco. Yeah, really cool. And I'm wondering if this is, it looks like it, the introduction to the Black Fox.
Yes.
I really enjoyed his role in the recent Black Cat series. I read most of that, and he's, from memory, I think that's him. I could be wrong, Lilith. Maybe you can correct me. But it makes sense. He's a cat burglar, and I know Felicia had something to do with someone like him, at least in her series. So it's good to see what I assume to be his introduction here. One of the quibbles I did have here is that this Black Fox character, he perpetually has a Macaulay Culkin Home Alone face expression. When I was reading it, literally the 3/4 of this issue, his eyes are agog and his mouth is just like open. And he's got look.
It's subtext, Tommy. It's subtext.
Like an expression, but apart from that, this was pretty fun. Also, a bit sneaky. We're starting to see a bit more of the sinister nature of the costume. I love the idea how Peter decides to give it a wash because it feels a bit gamey, even though it's probably still very clean. But yeah, we see it later trying to crawl back to Peter as he sleeps. This thing as well, I think we see from Peter Parker every now and again how he gets so overtired he kind of really sleeps through the day, and it just shows how much work he puts into being a superhero and all that. But the main takeaway for me was the Red Ghost. He's got a classic look, doesn't he? He looks like a monkey himself. I love his powers, and I love his minions, the gorillas. So get them in on the MCU, I reckon. Anyway, I'm going to read the other issues, and I'll drop some feedback for them. But keen to hear your thoughts on this, of course. I think Phil and Lilith, who's your favorite monkey out of all this? Anyway, catch up.
Out of these three?
Yeah.
Maybe the shapeshifter.
Yeah, probably.
And if you could shapeshift, why would you be a little monkey? Wouldn't you make yourself the biggest monkey?
No, see, unassuming surprise. You see this little monkey, because people love little monkeys. They're like, lemurs and, chimps and stuff like that. They're like, oh, and then boom, you shape shift right in their face.
Okay, yeah, I could see that because
the element of surprise. Yeah.
That's true. I could see that. I mean, that's you. You're tiny, but you can kill a man at 20 yards.
I like which one is it? McKillho or whatever, the one that rips the security door off the building because he has no finesse. He's just he's super strong. Just, know.
He's the super strong bruiser, yeah.
Exactly. I love a Hulk. I do. So there you go.
And if they make it to the MCU, I think they got to wait for Fantastic Four because I believe they got their powers by cosmic rays also. So I don't think you can do cosmic rays before you do Fantastic Four.
That's the hint. Like it's an Easter egg. It's like an end credit scene or something. And they're like, aha! Cosmic rays. Fantastic Four is coming.
Yes. Well, who knows when Fantastic Four is getting here because as Charlie and I were talking about on Super Connectivity, yeah, Black Widow is pushed back till November now. Which pushed everything else, every other movie back.
Yep. How it goes. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy what's going on in the world, man. But I think it's for the better. That's a better time for her. I feel like it's the holidays. I feel like people really have nothing else to see. Because I want to see Black Widow do good. I feel like Captain Marvel really, kind of did Black Widow dirty. I feel like she should have had the movie first. Put in the work, bro. She was there. To me, it's just not fair. So I hope everybody goes see Black Widow. Despite my feelings about ScarJo, I love the character, so I'm interested to see what they do with it. The trailers have looked really interesting, so.
Heck yeah. All right, so should we get to the next one?
Well, let's do it.
Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 93.
Say that 5 times fast.
Oh, well, say Peter 3 times fast.
Peter.
I love the word bubbles on the covers. It's your choice, Spider-Man. Save the Black Cat or defuse this bomb. Either way, the answer wins. Most horrible name ever.
What was the question? They couldn't help themselves last year. They really couldn't.
The title of this story, A Hot Time in the Old Morgue Tonight.
That sounds about right for me.
Really?
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying it.
So we open up with the answer: gliding and attacking some street thugs.
You do?
I'm looking for your boss. Where is he? The police morgue. What other morgue is there?
I don't know. There's probably private morgues. Not that.
Lilith Hellfire morgue. Oh, but before I check to be certain you're telling the truth, I must check on another body, a live one. But meanwhile, King of the Selfies is at home in his bathrobe again.
He's tired. He's so tired.
Oh, look, it's Miss Muggins again, but this time he has her money.
About damn time. She's going to have to give him that pimp hand, homie.
And then she's like, it's about time. Whoa, what was that? What was what? I saw something moving in the John something black. Is it Is that bimbo of yours? I caught. Is that the one I caught sneaking out of here a few nights ago? You know, the one in the kinky underwear who looked like a refugee from that Broadway show, Cats.
Let me tell you something. Cats wishes their costumes looked as good as Miss Felicia's costume, okay?
I'm gonna say, and I guarantee you did not see her butthole.
And you don't see her ripping off her fur to reveal more fur. Just saying.
That's right.
Oh, cursed images!
And don't forget, I'm gonna want a receipt for that money.
Yeah. Good for you, Pete.
And then he's thinking, like, is it Felicia? Did Felicia come back? She's gonna blow my secret identity someday. And then it's like, nope, nothing in here but the black costume. And you know, it can't move by itself. Oh. And the amp, can it? Damn button. But no, and then we get another reference to Secret Wars, though. Because I know you missed it in the last couple minutes. It's just hanging on the shower curtain. I guess my relationship with the cat is taking more out of me than I thought.
Hello. Okay.
And he's like, wait a minute, there I go again, thinking of her as the cat. Her real name is Felicia Hardy. She thinks of me and my costume identity.
Well, you know, she's got a Batman fetish. You know, leave the cowl on, man.
Hell. So then he gets naked, puts the suit on, and goes looking for a cat.
Get it? Subtext.
Yep. Then we see two cops in the morgue. Look at this body. They don't know what to do with this guy. He was a big underworld type, see? So they go to eat their tuna and liverwurst sandwiches. And then we see Black Cat at her luxurious hotel suite. Oh, you know that money's all stolen.
Oh yeah.
But Spider wants me to go straight, but my resources are dwindling. But how can I make an income?
So be at a hostel or something else?
It's called a job, lady.
Baby steps, Philip.
I know.
Baby steps.
I'm a mercenary or something. Come on.
That's not what he really had in mind for her.
I know. But meanwhile, the answer is creeping on her from across the street.
Yeah, that tracks. That sounds about right.
Then Spider-Man swings by on his way to Black Cat's apartment.
Ooh.
Peter wants to talk, but Felicia just wants to get out there and swing. I heard it. Okay, I heard it.
Crazy.
So he's talking about how she can't, she has to be careful and not blow his secret identity. And then the answer is like, oh, I can't hear them from this far away. I have to increase my hearing. That's all. But luckily when he does,
cool.
Yeah, so here's them talking, and it's only a matter of time before people make the connection and realize that Spider-Man is really, and she says, don't say it.
Well, I think this is the breaking point, too, He's just like, oh, she's so obsessed with Spider-Man, and she doesn't care about me.
And you don't have red hair.
Kingpin. Like they were working on house cards. They didn't want this relationship to work. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done that.
No superhero is gonna marry a cat burglar. Come on.
Alert! Spoilers! Batman didn't get married. Sorry, Phil.
Right. Oh, I know.
But I like that they're working on their relationship, and in true fashion, maybe they'll never get married. They'll just be a long-term couple.
And then he's like, well, if you don't want to discuss this, I guess there isn't anything else to do. And he jumps away and, oh, I forgot. My web comes out of the top of my hand now.
Yikes.
Which, again, if it's a costume, it should be able to come out of anywhere in the suit, but...
Well, I thought it was coming out of somewhere when the front of his crotch was opening up to hide that camera.
Oh, jeez. The whip.
That would have been... Well, out of his butt like a real spider,
But I guess the suit's just like, oh yeah, I'm just regular cloth. Webbing can only come out of one part. Mr. Science Major doesn't even think to question, hey, where's all this webbing coming from? Oh, it's an alien costume. It's fine.
It's fine. Also, I think it did kind of lull him into this false sense of security, and a lot of other machinations going on with that suit, as a symbiote, as we later find out.
Yes. Oh, hey, is this
He's not that bright to begin with sometimes, so.
I know. But hey, is this a subtle editor's note that awning he bounces off of has the number 255 on it?
Thank you, Danny.
I love when they used to respect continuity.
Oh, poo. Don't give it another. I think that's my favorite little line in this whole issue.
So, yeah, Black Cat takes off. Answer's like, wait, the Black Cat and Spider-Man are broken up. This is not according to plan.
Oh, he's just telling him, I got news for you. There's a person inside these threads. A living, breathing, feeling person. Not some fantasy hero. And I'm just like, preach.
So basically, kids, to sum it up, you know what Spider-Man's telling the Black Cat, right?
I'm not a fancy man.
So yes, then the
also, when and if you decide to act like a human being, call me. Give me a call.
Ooh, burn.
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 That whole scene was very, very dramatic, and I loved it. I was here for it.
Yes. But then, they broke up, so the Answer has to go talk to the Kingpin.
Oh, gossipy hags. You'll never I heard say.
So does Kingpin just sit around in dark rooms all the time, just with random bodyguards with guns?
Yes.
24/7.
That is his thing. He looks out that window, that skyline, and says, "The city is mine," and he gloats about it. That is exactly what Kingpin does.
I know. So, but yeah, Kingpin's like, he doesn't want to hear they broke up. He has plans for those two, and those plans depend on them remaining together. See to it.
Shortly on the east side of town, see?
Yes, Black Cat swings home, and hey, the Answer's already there.
But I didn't ask the question. He'll come swinging back to his little pussycat. The things you could get away with in the 80s. Ugh. And I stand the dialogue in this issue.
Crazy. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. No, it's not. It gets the people going.
Oh, damn straight.
So yes, Spider-Man's swinging through town. Harry and Liz are happy, and Mary Jane seems to have her head on straight.
Now you know something ain't right if Mary Jane's got her head on straight. We're in Bizarro world, but
And then he thinks of Flash and Shashawn. Oh, hey, meanwhile, speaking of,
just hey girl, get your life, get it.
Flash, why do you look like you've been in a fight? That's my private business.
Yeah, don't be kink shaming.
Where are you going? Out. He's breaking my heart. Perhaps one of his friends can advise me.
Mind your business, homie.
Well, she tries calling Peter, but he's not home because he's out cracking heads.
As you do.
These thugs stealing televisions, Sanyo TVs. You can't shoot me in the back.
That's actual.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of confused about that.
No.
I was like, they can't use Sony, but they can use Sanyo.
Maybe they got permission. Maybe Sanyo's like, yeah, give us some free advertising. So yeah, so Spider-Man webs up all the thugs, throws them in their van, and drives it to the police station.
How nice of him.
I know. Get Captain DeWolf out here.
Too soon. Too soon.
That's right, Captain, as they say on Hill Street Blues.
Oh, that reference cuts deep. Oh.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. Speaking of cops, do you see? Yeah, your boyfriend.
Slap.
What?
That theme song slaps. That's a.
I was gonna say your boyfriend Christopher Maloney's coming back to TV.
I loved Happy, but like you have to be really like high to enjoy Happy in a visual.
Yeah,
in the TV medium. Like I like the comic, but like TV, it was just like it was too. I liked it, but it was too much. I couldn't watch too much of it.
I couldn't get past the second episode. Yeah,
it's a lot. But yeah, I'm happy.
But then Captain DeWolf says, "No time for pleasantries. The Black Cat's in danger. She's being held hostage on the roof of the police morgue."
Why would your morgue ever be up top? I have questions.
But so Spider-Man swings up there and sees, yes, the answer has Black Cat in a bomb.
It's a trap.
Yeah, if anything happens to me, if I lift my hand off the detonator for any reason, this 5-second delay fuse will blow and take not only me and the girl, but the whole building as well.
Uh-oh.
So stay back, or all these innocent dead people are going to get it.
Well, families need resolution. Cops need bodies for cases,
That's true.
I get it, I guess.
So Spider-Man shows up. No sense in blowing up a bunch of stiffs, is there?
Oh, poor taste, homie. Poor taste.
So he tries to web the answer's hand to the bomb. That doesn't work. Taking off Spider-Man. You got 5 seconds to capture me or rescue the cat. Your choice. So, of course, he grabs the girl.
And now we're to the cover.
What?
And we're all caught up.
No.
I said, now we're to the cover. We're all caught up.
That's right. So the bomb blows up. The whole roof's on fire. The roof is on fire.
Burn that mother down.
But hey, look. They're about to call the fire department. Look, the fire's going out by itself. No, it's just some strange fireworks.
What?
It was a distraction, so the answer could grab a dead body. But the cat was in on it to pay her debt.
Clever.
Yes, the cat was in on it to pay back her debt to the Kingpin. Oh, hey, look. An ad for the Quest Probe comic book that only lasted 3 issues. Scroll back down to a couple episodes of the Quantum Zone back, and you'll hear us talk about Quest Probe.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone? I'll put it in my navel.
So, yes. The guards are back in the morgue, and hey, that body we were talking about before is gone. Because the answer's brought it to the Kingpin, who says, take it to the special lab and let my scientists work on it. Why, who are they going to resurrect? Join us back here next time. Hey, Lilith.
Yes, Philip.
Would you like some more Ray feedback?
You know I would. Golly.
Oh, I got plenty of Ray feedback. So again, everyone, here's the second part of Ray's.
Oh wait, I have to tell the Quantum Zone boys. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. We got 3 in a row.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
be jealous.
That's right. Oh, all right. So here we go. Part 2. Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast, and Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast, talking Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, 93. It never comes up.
Hey, Phil and Lilith, it's me again. Ray, just I'm going to drop in some thoughts for Spectacular Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 93, with the answer again. Jesus, this guy's a corny villain. I know. I'd like to ask you guys if you know whatever. I mean, I guess we might find out sooner or later, but whatever happens to him, because he's obviously not in present day canon. He seems quite powerful. The thing that got me was that he was trying to eavesdrop in on Black Cat and Spider-Man, and just like that, he amped up his hearing ability. So I guess it's consistent with him having the answer to everything. But yeah, he seems very kind of ambiguous kind of power set, but he seems to be able to do anything he puts his mind to. Anyway, I thought it was quite funny that he played a little bit of matchmaker in here, because the Kingpin wanted Black Cat and Spider-Man to remain as a couple. Why? I guess we'll see later on. And also as well, what has intrigued me, because I'm unfamiliar with this storyline, is as to the body, the corpse that the answer has stolen from the morgue and is bringing to Kingpin. So I wonder who that could be. I mean, I'm only thinking of big hitters here. I don't know, the Jackal potentially, or
think gangster.
Hammerhead. I don't know who's been killed around this time in Spider-Man's corner of the universe. But anyway, the most enjoyable bit of here, I thought, was basically was the relationship between Spider-Man and Black Cat, and how Peter was so intent on defending his real persona, that of Peter Parker, because it seems like the Black Cat is only interested in the heroism and the excitement that is Spider-Man. But anyway, she doesn't want to have any bar of it as well, and off they go on a bit of a lover's tiff. But interesting issue at this point. I'd say out of the two, I am enjoying the Amazing Spider-Man a little bit more, but I'm loving, is it Mooney's art? Really great. Is this what you call house style? But it's very classic style for me. I love the especially I say on page 3, like the face of Peter Parker there, and Mrs. Muggins, who finally gets rent. Good on her, but she still manages to come up with a few barbs at Peter. So she's a prickly customer, isn't she? Anyway, I'm on to the third issue, but can't wait to hear your thoughts again on this. I'll be listening intently. Catch you later, guys.
Boy, so we know We know which one he liked out of the first two. I wonder what he'll think of the third issue.
Can't wait.
Because the final issue is Marvel Team Up 144, Spider-Man, and who does he team up with? Moon Knight. You know, as in Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast.
He'll hate it.
Yeah, I know. If you can't stand the heat, don't mess with the White Dragon.
Ooh. Burn.
Oh, literal, I get it. I got it.
Burn. Burn.
Like the best pun.
My sword I lay down. So yes, this one starts in a...
Bro, it was a dark and stormy night.
Yes, and we open up on a Caped Crusader.
On a rooftop, take a drink.
And then there's a what is this? A funeral or a viewing? All we know was that my uncle was more than that. He was the head of the strongest warrior society in Chinatown, the Tiger's Claw. We all know that is why the White Dragon killed him, to lessen our power, so his own Dragon Lords can take over. And there you go.
Thank you for the plot summary.
Yeah. That is why I should be made the new head of the Tiger Claw and crush this double dragon and avenge my uncle. And then we see the mysterious figure come in the window. I guess he was a friend of Wu Fong. Get the grieving widow. My husband spoke often of the one called Moon Knight as an honorable man.
I bet you she trashed him. He trashed him. That's what everybody says. That's what all husbands and wives say when they meet somebody. It's a code. I know. It's fine.
Jeez. Okay, single lady. So yeah, Moon Knight vows to bring the killer to the justice, and the nephew's like, "No, Chinatown will not tolerate interference from outsiders." Then we see the White Dragon, or his name really should be the White and Red Dragon, attempting to seize power, and
yeah,
this little montage of him just and his gang just breaking heads. But hey, meanwhile, at the Daily Bugle, Robbie Robertson finally has an assignment for Peter. They're doing a piece on the violence in Chinatown, and some action-packed on-the-spot photos would really help. Oh, and I believe, yeah, so instead of swinging there, he takes a cab for once, and I believe that's Jake Lockley who drives him in the cab. For those of you
know, cabs, the things that happen before Ubers.
Yes. But Jake Lockley, for those of you who may not know, like Lilith Hellfire, Jake Lockley is Moon Knight's, let's say, Matches Malone.
I know that.
And for those of you like Ray who may not know who Matches Malone is, it's basically Batman's Jake Lockley. So there's a big group in front of the restaurant. Oh, Peter's like, I just realized that restaurant's owned by the uncle of my old school chum, Philip Chang.
So close, Philip. So close.
Almost made it in a comic, yes. Oh, I think he even... Oh, does he even spell it the right way with one L? Cool. So yeah, we see.
Oh, that's contentious. At Nightwing PDP for all you other fellow.
That's right. So Philip Chang, we see Peter comes up to see him. If you want to hide from people, you shouldn't stand so close to the window. I guess they want him to fight, but he will not fight. And hey, remember that one time when the White Dragon tried to recruit Philip Chang for his Dragon Lords, but Spider-Man stopped him? You remember that?
Sure.
Back in the movie Spider-Man 185. Because of that incident and others, I will learn of my reputation as a fighter and how now the Tiger's Claw come to me seeking help, desiring me to lead them, stand against the White Dragon, but I cannot, Peter. Never will I commit another act of violence. Oh, Lord, here we go. Phil, I know it's tough losing someone you love in a violent way. My own uncle was killed by a criminal. Future Lilith, take a drink.
Thank you.
And I know when you got special abilities or talents, you have a responsibility. Take another drink. All right, so Future Lilith Hellfire is drunk as a skunk. I guess the White Dragon and his men are tired of waiting, so they're going to storm the restaurant. But so Phil tells Peter to get away. You are not of Chinatown. So hey, look who just leaps off that flight of stairs as his costume changes in the middle of the air. And then, we see, Spider-Man comes inside the restaurant after beating up those thugs. There's the White Dragon, and one of his henchmen is Captain Hook. So I guess the White Dragon doesn't recognize him, but Spider-Man's like, oh, I recognize you in your new costume. Can't you do the same for me?
Burn.
Oh, he's about to. Dragon tries to. He says he shoots fire out of his mask. Would have been funny if it shot fire at Spider-Man and the symbiote would have just be like, man, what the hell? Half my costume just left the right half of my body. What the hell? Like it doesn't like the fire or something. So yes, the restaurant's on fire. Spider-Man's trying to put it out with webbing. But the old man comes in, and so Spider-Man's like, gotta help protect him. That's when Moon Knight drops in. Drop kick right to the back of Captain Hook's neck. And so White Dragon runs out. He's like, oh, now the Tigers and Moon Knight and Spider-Man? No way. And once again, we don't need the help of an outsider. The White Dragon is our enemy as they tackle Moon Knight or try to. And Moon Knight's like, you idiot, I could have had him. So everyone's like, Philip Chang, are you now convinced? The fire's out, but it's too late to go after the White Dragon. But Philip still says he will not raise a hand. So Moon Knight and Spider-Man are talking about it as Moon Knight gets on the moon copter. These days looks like very much like a helicopter.
Get to the chopper.
I've seen a lot of violence in my time, and I know what it can do to a man's soul. But no matter that, into the year 2006, I will cut a man's face off. That one's for you. Spider-Man says he doesn't understand it. You got to defend the things that are important. I'm surprised he didn't throw in the word responsibility again.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, you let these guys go, they come back and kill your uncle. It's only okay to let them go on Christmas.
Exactly.
So everyone goes their separate ways. The next day, Jake Lockley visits his stoolie, Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Oh Lord, but the information I fear is rather meager, but I've been able to ascertain that the White Dragons escaped from penal servitude.
Yikes.
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying it.
Phrasing.
The White Dragon and Lilith Hellfire, both are trying to escape the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm hitting at, people. I can't say it on this show, but you know what I'm hitting at, right?
The big bazooka.
Stay tuned to Wade's World. Crude humor that's raceless.
A big unit.
Oh, we got so much fun with those on Wade's World. Anyway, so yes, then days pass as because of course you gotta have days pass because Spider-Man's talking about how tired he is, and of course, you know, see current issues of Amazing and Spectacular.
Thank you, Danny.
And the dragons are now attacking the import store. So Spider-Man jumps in and starts busting up them. I'm not just any man, Clyde. I'm Spider-Man.
Ha-ha! Roll credits.
But then the White Dragon has Philip. I shall prove that none can stand against me. The last hope is gone. They have no choice but to accept me as the new master of Chinatown. And Philip says he still will not fight, so White Dragon, stacks him off. And Spider-Man's like, you gotta help. And they're like, no, you're an outsider. Let him, let it happen. So he keeps punching and kicking Phil. He's like, fight. And Phil still won't fight. He's even breathing fire at him. But then one of the hench lackeys runs away. Chu Yang, the nephew. Yeah, he's like, Spider-Man's like, oh, let me follow him. I'm beginning to smell a rat. He's meeting with one of the Dragon Lords. Then they say something about planting a bomb. Bomb? So Spider-Man breaks that up. Where's the bomb? White Dragons thinks he's got the victory in hand, but then no. They shall witness the White Dragon is a coward and a liar because Moon Knight shows up with one of his guys. The White Dragon claims that he seeks the power in this area for himself, but he is merely the puppet of another. The true power behind him is that of an outsider. The criminal mastermind, again, here we go. The Kingpin, who we talked about earlier. The Kingpin freed the White Dragon from jail, and that using him, the Kingpin plans to rule in one of the few parts of the city which he does not control, Chinatown. Moon Knight's like, if anyone doubts me here, I beat the confession out of this guy. Yes, that's all he says. So Moon Knight's like, you're finished. And he comes after the White Dragon. And Spider-Man's like, oh, good, he can fight the dragon. Why look for the bomb? It's Marvel team up, get it?
Get it?
But oh hey, look, yow, my spider sense.
Oh, that thing?
If this is your first issue of Spider-Man, Spider-Man's unique danger detecting power. Or if you came from Moon Knight, never read a Spider-Man. So Spider-Man finds the bomb, throws it in the river, and Moon Knight takes down the White Dragon for the memory of Do Yang. Or Do Yang. So Philip Chang is like, what happened? What was that explosion? Spider-Man swings back. Well, relax, guys. It's all under control. And Phil's like, I kept my vow. I preserved my integrity. Moon Knight calls him a wise man and then jumps off the roof. Spider-Man, I don't get it.
Batman would never do that.
No. Spider-Man's like, I don't get it. How can a guy who fights crime like that all the time say it's not wise to fight? And again, he sounds like he's known great violence, Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. So yes, and that's the end of that issue. All right, so, hey, Lilith, guess what comes next?
Gee, what comes next?
More feedback. Let's see. A Moon Knight issue. Let's see what Ray from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. I'm sorry, Ray. The Moon Knight podcast has to say.
The premier Moon Knight podcast.
The Moon Knight podcast. See, I got it right, Ray. All right, let's see what Ray, the expert on all things Moon Knight, has to say.
Hey, Lilith and Phil again. This is me, Ray, giving some final thoughts on the third issue that you'll be reviewing in this episode. And, of course, it features one of my favorite characters, Moon Knight. No. Fight me, Moon Knight, nerd. Anyway, Marvel Team Up 140.
I want my pickle.
Look, apart from a couple of to me, some very outdated interpretations of basic, I guess, Chinese or Asian culture, this was a pretty cool story. I liked how Moon Knight was portrayed in this, and it actually touches upon one of his aspects, which I think is very important for the character, and it shows in here as a nice parallel to Phil. That is the guy's name, isn't it? Phil, the pacifist. Anyway, and that is that his experiences as a merc has coloured him, and there's a lot of, I guess, shame and regret from Moon Knight as to what he has done before. But anyway, that's a really important point for what kind of makes up Moon Knight and his kind of psychology. So I'm really glad that they touched upon that and they used that to kind of parallel Philip's passive nature. Now that kind of leads me to the two things I think with Asian culture. This thing with Philip, just I know he wanted to preserve his integrity, and he didn't want to fight, and it's all about honor. I can't see that really happening or being in any way kind of accurate unless, regardless of culture, unless he is just a real pacifist, in which case he put himself in real danger there with the White Dragon. And secondly, this thing, and again, I guess it plays in with the story, so it's part of the story, but this thing about the outsiders of Chinatown and how the locals of Chinatown want to keep everything kind of within the group, and they want no outsiders. Again, I think that's a bit of a passe trope of I guess Chinatown and the Chinese in general, and how they work. I think they would openly welcome some heroes helping them, or if there is a turf war. I mean, again, we don't see that in modern, let's say, TV iterations of it. If you look at, I guess, the Netflix Iron Fist show, or even the Netflix Daredevil show, there's nothing nowadays which kind of harks back to this whole thing about this is our problem, not yours. But anyway, again, it serves the story well because of basically the involvement of Spider-Man and Moon Knight. finally getting in there, and how the White Dragon ironically becomes the outsider because he's working for basically the Kingpin. So he's used some outside influence whilst maintaining this guise of being very kind of part and parcel of Chinatown. My other final comment here would be the White Dragon himself. Honestly, to me, he looks like more of a combination of Sunfire and a fish, so more than a dragon.
Yep.
He looks more amphibious than anything. And I'm glad we don't see much of this character ever again. The costume's quite garish.
Sushi Man.
And just quite forgettable. But it was a evil enough a villain for this tale as well. Good to see Jake Lockley in here, as well as one of our favourites, Crawley, always giving the inside information. Finally, as well, the likes of Chew, what a bastard. I'll just say that. And reading a lot of Doug Mench's Masters of Kung Fu now. I've got the Epic Collection, Weapon of the Soul. It's very interesting to be reading that and then to read this, and just interpretations of portrayals of Asians in comics. This is very much tropey based, but having said that as well, Masters of Kung Fu is as well. But anyway, just interesting to read both of them. Anyway, what did you guys think of Moon Knight? Was he done well here? I think he partnered up with Spider-Man pretty well. I love the art, and as I mentioned, the story was quite solid. So I guess out of the three, I'd probably like this one most, followed by the Amazing Spider-Man, and then the Spectacular Spider-Man. But I'll catch you soon, and I'll be listening for sure to hear your thoughts. Catch you later.
Wow, who would have thought he had the most thoughts and like this issue the best? Who would have thought?
Not me.
You can knock me over with a garish costume. So we're going long, and like I said, if you're listening on the podcast, at the end of this episode, you'll hear me talk to Ron Friends about his work on Amazing Spider-Man 255. And like Lil said, if you want to hear the whole conversation with Mr. Ron Friends, go check out the Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel. All right, so should we get out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time, Lilith Hellfire, we're covering two issues: Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man 94 and 95. And you know what else is special about next episode, right, Lilith?
What?
It's episode 69 next week.
Oh boy.
What was that? I thought you loved 69.
I don't. Exactly. You know what we can do for 69 for Spider-Man? I don't know.
I believe it's Cloak and Dagger too in there. So.
Okay, that's something to work with.
Oh, open front costume. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So yes, come back next week for Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man 94-95 for episode 69, followed by your monthly dose of Scarlet Spider. We'll be covering Power and Responsibility. Peter Parker and Ben Reilly come face to face for the first time.
Sausage.
What?
Sausage.
Oh. I love how she says, "Don't market it as sausage fest."
Sausage.
But not on social media. But if you're listening to this, you get it.
It's fine having a sausage fest.
So anyway, if you want to send your thoughts on any of those, email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Follow all of our various social media accounts, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capes and lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt the Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you go to buy your books and your toilet paper and anything else, use the link right down there in the show notes for Southgate Media Group. Help support the company and help bring you such fine quality products as the Ultimate Spider-Cast. Master Doom is counting on you.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me all over the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, because it's charity instead of Megan, which is a DC reference.
All right, give me a clean one. Go ahead.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Hello, Megan. Nobody tell Rob.
All right. So, again, thank you, everyone. And remember, if you're listening on the podcast, after you hear the thwip, stay tuned for more Ron Friends. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Brave, for the multiple feedback. This boy's productivity seems to have gone up 200% after doing an episode with Lilith Hellfire. Talk about the Miss Muggins backhand. But until then, swing on back.